Hello, BookTube, and I hope you're doing fine and dandy-o. I'm back, and the Booker list of 2025, the long list, has been announced. Now, I kind of threatened that I was going to read the entire long list this year. I've never done it before. I've got a kind of hit and miss uh, with the Booker Prize. I've liked some of them. I've liked what was the retelling of David Copperfield, Demon Copperhead, I think, and I believe Wolf Hall is also won the Booker, which I really like. But I think the third one of the Wolf Hall trilogy is the best, but I don't think that one won. I think it was just only the first two. But there's been some books that I've not liked, and the most recent one I can think of is, sorry, they didn't win, but they were nominated, and I can't remember. Treacle Walker was one of them, and I can't remember the other title, but it was like it read like a series of social media posts. The name escapes me now. I don't remember the title, and it's that kind of flavour of book that I particularly don't like. The more experimental, the more literary. Literary. I struggle like all hell to say this word, literary. It's weird because I can say library. I can say library like that, but I overthink it. I just go in it thinking about it too much, and I can't say it for the life of me. Literary. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. So from this time forward, I'll just be saying lit. Lit. I'm not going through that hoopla again. So, oh, by the way, I'm not trying to be cool wearing sunglasses indoors. The sun's shining through the blinds, and I can't be bothered moving and setting up somewhere else because I'm too lazy. So put up with it. So yeah, the long list has been announced, and as I said, I'm going to attempt to read all 13 books to punish myself deeply because I am English and I crave disappointment. And I bet you some of these books will give it to me. And so yeah, I'm going to quickly go through all 13 books because I don't know any of the authors and I've never heard of any of the books. So I've got all 13 books in front of me in my laptop here, and I'll probably just read the first paragraph of the blurb because I don't want to be reading all bloody for 25, 30 minutes in front of you because it's boring, I've done it. So I'll just read the first paragraph, get the kind of feeling of what this book is about. So without no further ado, book number one, in no particular order, I just grabbed it from the Booker list where they've set it up. So the first book is called Misinterpretation, and it's by, oh, by the way, I'm probably going to butcher a lot of these authors' names. I hope you don't mind. This is by Ledia something like that. It's Zhoga. And this seems to be, the book runs from October the previous year up until September of this year, and the books have had to be released in the UK within that time frame. So, by the looks of it, this is it's a lit book, and it seems to be a more kind of reflective, emotional book. So I'll just read the first kind of paragraph here. Yeah, it's in present-day New York City. An Albanian interpreter reluctantly agrees to work with Alfred, a Kosovar torture survivor, during his therapy sessions. Despite her husband's cautions, she soon becomes entangled in her client's struggles. Alfred's nightmares stir up her own buried memories, and an impulsive attempt to help a Kurdish poet leads to a risky encounter and a reckless plan. Ooh! I don't know about that one. she's a not physiotherapist. That's a stretchy person, isn't it? She's a head doctor, and she's just it sounds like she's just up and leaving and traveling to another country to help some bloke out in it. Nothing's pulling me on these books, or this book, sorry. So it's an emotional thing where a woman's trying to get connections from her past by the sound of it. And correct me if I'm wrong down below, or the books I said I don't like are experimental, like kind of books, because I'm a non-fiction reader, but fiction-wise I'm sort of a trashy fiction reader. So this book, nothing's pulling me at the moment. I might enjoy it, who knows. Okay, book number 2. This is Seascraper by Benjamin Wood. This is another lit book, and again it's an emotional and reflective book. I'm starting to sense a theme here, Booker. Thomas lives a slow, deliberate life with his mother in Longferry, working his grandpa's trade as a shanker. Not 100% sure what a shanker is. He rises early to take his horse and cart to the grey, gloomy beach to scrape for shrimp. Maybe that's what a shanker is. Spending the rest of the day selling his wares, trying to wash away the salt and scum, pining for Joan. Ooh, a bit of love in this. Oh, good old Thomas. Down the street and rehearses songs on his guitar. At heart, he is a folk musician, but it remains a private dream. Slightly more interesting than the previous one, old Benjamin Wood here. So it seems like a guy who's letting his life pass by, and what he should do is go into this musical direction. Maybe it'll be good, I don't know. But compared to the Misinterpretation, Seascraper is up there for me. I know one of you are going, "Oh, Alex, Seascraper is an experimental book, you hate it." I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so book 3, this is Flesh by David Szalay, I think. So this is more of a contemporary book, and it's sort of dark, reflective and sad. Come on, give me a happy book. So, teenaged Esteban lives with his mother in a quiet apartment complex in Hungary. Shy and new in town, he is a stranger to social rituals practiced by his classmates and soon becomes isolated. With his neighbour, a married woman, here we go, close to his mother's age, here we go, whom he begrudgingly helps with errands as his only companion. But as these periodical encounters shift into a clandestine relationship, here we go, does he help kill someone? That Esteban himself can barely understand. His life soon spirals out of control, ending in a violent accident that leaves a man dead. There you go. So I know I kind of took the piss a bit there, but that's more up my street. It sounds like the poor boy's been hoodwinked into killing this woman's ex-partner, maybe. That's more my cup of tea. Don't you, one of you, go down it? No, Alex, this is an experimental book. So, out of the 3, this is the best so far. If you can hear it's my dog down here. He's probably asleep, aren't you, bud? Oh, good boy. So quickly, book number 4. This is Endling by Reva. This is it's part of the LGBTQIA plus community. Dexter, get down. Stop it. Get down. I shouldn't have called him. I've woken the beast. It's a lit book, and it's got a dark humour about it. So what is it about? Ukraine 2022. Eva is a loner and a maverick scientist who lives out of a mobile lab. She scours the country's forests and valleys, trying and failing to breed rare snails with rare snails, while her relatives urge her to give up, settle down, and finally start a family of her own. What they don't know, Eva already dates plenty of men, not for love, but to fund her work. Oh, go on, Eva. Entertaining Westerners who come to Ukraine on a guided romance tours, believing they'll find a docile brides untainted by feminism and modernity. Okay, this one is not pulling me. Is it like a... Sounds like in the absurdist lit tradition of George Sanders and Percival Everett comes a brilliant debut about a biologist in Ukraine battling to save a country's snail species on the brink of extinction. So that's the main plot line, is it? But surely it'd be deeper than that. This is more like more for... I can't think of the word. I've got a specific word in my head and it's not coming in. I've had a brain fart. More of a woman who wants... I can't think of the correct word, but a woman who knows what she wants and is not afraid to get it, kind of deal. But it seems to be dark and funny at the same time. I don't mind the dark, funny books. And kind of, to be honest with you, I'm kind of pulled into this part here. So that does sound alright. Maybe it's not as good as the previous one, Flesh, but I don't think it sounds all that bad. Book number 4. You're alright, bud. This is The Land in Winter by Andrew Miller. This is more of a historical piece. Pardon me. Oh, it's kind of an emotional, mysterious, reflective book. Okay. Is it more in the vein of Pink Panther? This is, by looking closely, it looks like it's about not just one person. In the darkness of an old asylum, a young man unscrews the lid from a bottle of sleeping pills. In the nearby village, 2 couples begin their day. Local doctor Eric Parry, rolling secrets, sets out on his rounds while his pregnant wife sleeps on in the warmth of their cottage. And across the field in a farmhouse, impossible to heat, funny troubled Rita Simmons is asleep, a head full of images of her past life her husband prefers to ignore. He's been up for hours tending to the needs of a small dairy farm he bought, a place where he hoped to create a new version of himself, a project that's already faltering. So this is just like a story of many people in this little town here, and they're coming up a page-turning examination of the minutiae of life. The Land in Winter is a masterclass of storytelling, proof yet again that Andrew Miller is one of Britain's most dazzling chroniclers of the human heart. So it's looking at the human condition, really. I think this one, isn't it? Not really pulling me in this one. It's not sexy enough. Next one. The Rest of Our Lives. This is by Benjamin Markovits. I butchered that, I think. Again, emotional and reflective. I feel like emotional and reflective. So this seems like it's a coming of... Is it coming of age? What's left when your kids grow up and leave home? Oh, so it's not really coming of age. This is what happens when the kids have left the nest. Is it? When Tom Lawwood's wife had an affair, he resolved to leave her as soon as their youngest daughter turned 18. 12 years later, while taking her to Pittsburgh to start university, he remembers his pact and keeps driving west. Oh, it sounds like a travel thing. An unforgettable road trip novel. Here we go. Road trip novel. The Rest of Our Lives beautifully explores the nuance and complications of a long-term marriage. Do you know? Oh, this one's actually kind of like semi-travelogue, humorous books. It was a humor note, more emotional, reflective, but that one is pulling me in for the whole trying to find yourself at the theme of the book. Maybe not as much as Flesh pulled me in, but that does sound all right. I'm going to have to pick up the pace. 15 minutes. Stop waffling. So this is The Audition This is by Kitamura. This is mysterious and reflective and tense. Okay. Two people meet for lunch in a Manhattan restaurant. She, an accomplished actress in rehearsals for an upcoming premiere. He's an attractive, troubling, young enough to be her son. Oh, another one of these. Oh, no. Who is he to her and who is she to him in this compulsively readable, brilliant, constructed novel? Oh, come on. Two competing narratives, unspoiled rewriting our understanding of the roles we play every day, partner, parent, creator, muse, and the truths every performance masks, especially from those who think they know us most intimately. So it's about, yes, this is it told from her side and from his side, is it? I think it is, isn't it? Competing narratives, maybe. That's not really gripping me, this one. So let's skip ahead. The Loneliness of Sonia and Sonny. This is by Kiran Desai. I'll put the names up there. You'll see if I can pronounce them anywhere near how they should. So this is behind every love story are the myriad stories of two families. So it's just like a kind of Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, is it? In the snowy mountains of Vermont, Sonia is lonely, a college student, aspiring writer, homesick for India. She turns to an older artist for inspiration. Oh, is it another one of these? An older artist for inspiration and intimacy. A man who will cast a dark spell on the next many years of her life. In Brooklyn, Sonny, so it's kind of like a tale of two cities kind of thing. In Brooklyn, Sonny is a lonely too. A struggling journalist, originally from Delhi, is both beguiled and perplexed by his American girlfriend and the country in which he plans to find a future. I don't think that sounds all that bad. So it's kind of like a mix and matching between from where they are. One's in Vermont, one's in Brooklyn. I don't think there's much distance between those in the States, is there? But maybe it's kind of like, I think two Indian nationals, is it? In the US are dealing with their relationships. Maybe it's good. Sounds better than the previous one, anyway, in my personal opinion. Next one. Flashlight. This is by Susan Chow. This is dark. How? This is dark, lit, emotional, and of course, because it's the Booker, it's reflective. Oh, I've gone far too down. A novel tracing a father's disappearance across time, nations, and memory from the author of True Trust Exercise. Okay, let's read this one little paragraph. One night, Lucia and her father take a walk on the beach. He's carrying a flashlight. He cannot swim. Later, Louisa is found washed up by the tide, barely alive. Her father is gone, and she is 10 years old. Oh. That's got the hook in me. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Is their father actually dead, or did he abandon her? Who knows? Or maybe he's just getting over grief. I don't know. That sounds genuinely okay. So that's Flashlight. That might be one of the good ones. That might be one of the good ones. Are these all already out? I'm not 100% sure. What's this? Right, this is a massive paragraph, so I'll just do the first couple of sentences. So this is One Boat. This is by Jonathan Buckley. It's a lit book, as all of them are. On losing her father, Teresa returns to a small town on the Greek coast, the same place she visited when grieving her mother 9 years ago. She immerses herself again in her life of her town, observing the inhabitants going about their business, a quiet backdrop for her reckoning with herself. An episode from her first visit resurfaces vividly. Her encounter with John, a man struggling to come to terms with the violent death of his nephew. Okay, so a bit of nostalgic return to a place that she used to live. Maybe she finds love, does she? Soon Teresa encounters some of the people she met last time around, Petro's an eccentric mechanic, a driving instructor, a waitress. They talk about longings, regrets, and the passing of time, their sense of who they are. So, yeah, it's another one of those reflective books of thinking back in the past and how they ended up where they currently are, I think. I'll put that on the bottom half. That one's really pulling me in there. Okay, how many have we got left? We've got 3 left. So this is book 11. Oh, come on, 20 minutes. This is Universality. This is by Natasha Brown. This is a contemporary lit book, and it's challenging. Is it one of those bloody treacle walker books? And it's reflective. So what's it about? On a Yorkshire farm, a man is brutally bludgeoned with a solid gold bar. Okay, so it's a bit of a murder mystery thing, is it? Yeah. A plucky young journalist sets out to uncover the truth surrounding the attack, connecting the dots between a moral banker landlord and a iconoclastic columnist and a radical anarchist movement. She solves the mystery, but her viral long-read expose raises more questions than answers. Okay. The one thing that's put me off this is that it said it's challenging, which to me says it's going to be slightly all over the place and eccentric. But I do like me a murder mystery. I think that's going to be up my street. Who knows? Maybe. I'll report back. Book 12. This is The South by Tash, I believe how that's pronounced. This is the LGBTQA+. It's a lit book. Oh, it's emotional and reflective and sad. Oh, a radiant, intimate novel of a longing that blooms between 2 boys over the course of one summer, about family, desire, and what we inherit. When his grandfather dies, Jay travels south with his family to the property that they've inherited, a once flourishing farm that has fallen into disrepair. The trees are diseased and the fields parched from months of drought. So it looks like the lad's going to fall in love with one of the workers on the farm by the sound of it. Not really. It's another sad, reflective book. It's not my jam. On the fields and the streets of town, the charge between the boys intensified. Yeah, they keep. Maybe, it sounds more interesting than some of the previous ones, I guess. But it's still no flesh, man, or getting bludgeoned to death by a gold bar. That's quite a statement, that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to just kill you. I'm going to use a gold bar to do it. Oh, and book 13, this is the last one. You'll be pleased to know this is Love Forms. This is a contemporary by Claire Adam. So, what is Love Forms about? Trinidad, 1980. Dawn Bishop, age 16, leaves her home and journeys across the sea to Venezuela. There, she gives birth to a baby girl and leaves her with the nuns to be given up for adoption. Oh, it's one of those. She goes back and then she tries to reconnect with her baby, or maybe the baby tries to reconnect with her. Let's see. Dawn tries to carry on with her life and move to England, a marriage, a career, 2 sons, a divorce. But through it all, she still thinks that the child she has left in, she still thinks of the child that she's left in Venezuela and of what might have been. Then 40 years later, the woman receives a internet post. So this is rekindling a past wrong, maybe. It's got no, whether it's reflective, it'd be reflective, wasn't it? But it's got no, it's sad or anything like that. But I honestly don't mind books like that, to be honest with you. A kind of rekindling of a past mistake. It seems like it's going to be Love Forms. This is by Claire Adam. So that's all 13 books from the long list of Booker 2. What year is it? Is it 2026? 2025, isn't it? I've not been able to get my ears right since COVID. So it's the long list from Booker 2025. I hope you're interested in some of them. I know I was, after my original complaints about the Booker Prize, some of it being snooty, and me like fiction. I need my trash. I'm a trash, deep fantasy, Star Wars, Star Trek reader. I kind of dodge these kind of books when I see them. But I'm up for a giggle. See if any, because I will read them. See if I like any of these 13 books. I reckon, judging from past Booker winners that I've read, it's going to be 60 not like, 40 like. It's going to be slightly more I personally dislike. I don't really like, and most of them was reflective books, like a book you like to think about and all that. And this is coming from a non-fiction reader as well. But hey ho, I hope you're gonna read the Booker list with me. I know some of you will dodge it, but that's all. I'll maybe do another post tomorrow or Friday. I'll see you later, BookTube.